to another episode, another of Fagori Streams, playing some Minecraft on the Feed the Beast server. Not your typical Feed the Beast server. This is a Infinity server that we've added a few mods to, one of them being Compact Machines, and the other one being Kineticraft 2. So, some things have happened since last time I've streamed. You may kind of catch into some of that. Since last time I streamed, I'm also, flying. That kind of happened too. Angel rings. Angel ring for the invisible wings. So we have just a couple of updates here. Oops. Run really super fast. I really want to fix this because it kind of bugs me, but it's not high on my priority list. Because I think I'm going to move this whole setup out of here anyway, so it won't matter. Ooh, golly, I move so stinking fast. So I think you may or may not have seen the viewing window, the overview of my underwater railway between my two bases here. And of course, I'm working on consolidating most things into this base anyways. Kind of more on that to come. You may see a new thing here. This is this is not terribly new. I mean, it's new. Don't get me wrong, it's new. Doesn't show up in the wiki, so it's new. This is the inventory panel from Ender.io, and it kind of works like AE, an AE system where you have. So this is hooked up via. Try to sound fancy. Via a. So this is hooked up. If we had just a conduit connector, item conduit, and it's hooked into this controller, right? So this is a slave, controller slave for these drawers. So every drawer that's attached to this within 12 blocks, I think, of the slave. Now the master again restarts its own thing, so you have to be like so many blocks. I guess 12 blocks from the master. And that includes trim panels, which are the decorative things that I've made in the past. I think I have some still up there somewhere. That don't store anything, they're just kind of like decorative. But you can put those in between all this, and it counts as one of your block levels. But it allows you to put a whole wall. So I'm going to move this wall eventually, but you can put a whole wall of things. And so you can make this inventory panel. You can sync it with NEI. You can do a filtered card slot so that it'll filter out just specific items. It has a persistent crafting grid, so you put something in the crafting grid, walk away, come back, it's still in the crafting grid, right? And you can tell it to learn recipes, and so like if I want to make bronze, I don't have any bronze. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Bronze ingot, like that, right? There we go. So, ta-da! And then I can hit bronze, or I can hit the return area, and I have it set to extract. That's what the area there's for. It extracts items out of it and sends it back in the controller slave, which then sends it back to where they belong in the grid. Now, the one thing about drawers, they're really cool, don't get me wrong. One thing that I'm kind of, I'm not frustrated about it, let me not say that. But it's kind of irritating, I guess. I don't know. I can't lock this drawer. Oh, I don't want to do that. To only be that item, right? I can't tell a drawer you can only be that item unless is there a persistent? Maybe there's a persistent upgrade. Let me look at my dot. No, what? Storage drawers. Okay, not escape. There. Storage drawers. Bam. Okay. So let's see. Storage upgrades the storage, increase the storage, shows full storage, fill level, destroys excess items, locks and unlocks drawers. Maybe the drawer key, but that almost sounds like the drawer key. It sounds like if I put a drawer key on something, I'm locking it. Like nothing, you can't access it at all. So I'll have to dive a little bit harder into this mod, look in the wiki, see what's going on, see if there's not a way that I can make things be persistent in a drawer, because that would help me a lot. Because then, as I go, oh, let me just drop all this oak wood into there. Well, there's nowhere for the oak wood to go, so it's not going to go anywhere. But let's say I put the gold ingots in there. But if I don't put those gold ingots, if that's not the only thing missing, the gold ingots probably wouldn't go back to that same spot, is my point. Why am I pulling gold ingots out? Oh, excuse me, I'm illustratively tapping. Good grief. Illustratively tapping on the block, and it's, giving me the items, of course, because that's what it's meant to do. Oh, I still have no octuple compressed cobble. Now, this is one of the cool things about compact storage drawers, is they have what's called compacting drawers. And so right now I've got an igneous extruder, resonant igneous extruder. I get tired. When I'm tired, I get dyslexic. So I apologize if I completely bugger up a phrase or a word. I've always done that. It's kind of funny. So, an igneous extruder with full augmentation, resonant augmentations, gives me up to 64 cobblestone per operation. Come on. Mouse sensitivity is turned all the way up. Up to 64 cobblestone per operation, up to 32 stone, or up to 16 obsidian per operation. But in those operations that use water, you use less water, negative 87.5%. That would make me seem like it uses less water. I could be wrong. Seriously, Yana. All right, so either way, so I'm using it to make a full stack of cobble every couple of seconds, right? So it's pumping that stacks into there, and then I've got so I've got these guys in here, and these are set to different channels, so different colors are setting to different ones. And if you look on the extract, I've got a basic item filter with the high level. So I'm pulling the high level out of the one and bringing it into the next one, basically, is what I'm doing. So all the way down to the end. And on these where I'm inserting, I'm not putting a filter on it because I put a filter on the extract, so I know only. And since those colors, I'm always, so green is being sent to the green, brown's being sent to the brown, blue's being sent to the blue. That's it. It doesn't mix it up anymore. So that works out really well. I think I did have a blocker behind that. Oh well. So I'm tired. I'm serious, guys. I apologize. Yawn. It's so stinking bad. Anyways, so you might have seen a few changes over there. I haven't really made changes over here, I don't think. I added this vat and the slice and spice. Golly, slice and splice. And the soul binder. So I used all those to make this panel. I had to infuse a bunch of stuff. It was ridiculous. I had to go find a witch, capture a witch in the soul vial, and then I had to make an. So I was making. Let's see this Ender IO. Right. So I was making this panel, this inventory panel. So to make the inventory panel, I had to make this sentient ender, right, which is a ender resonator, and a soul vial of witch, either another witch, wither witch, or regular witch. And you put it in there. It uses 10 of your experience levels and 100,000 RF. The other thing to make is one of these remote awareness upgrades. Now, these aren't too terribly hard to make. I mean, silicone, electrical steel, maybe. It's not early game stuff by any means. This is mid-tier. I mean, we're kind of like mid-tier. It's a little bit different than AE. It's not, doesn't run off power. Okay? So you get all that together. And now you have to take some items. You have some water in this tank. You put a head, any type of mob head. And then over here you use fermented spider eyes. So again, not a terribly hard resource to come up with, as much as it is annoying. I mean, let's be honest, it's annoying. I mean, you gotta make fermented spider eyes. It's annoying. But anyways, so you put those together, and it creates nutrient distillation. Okay, so you take that nutrient distillation and you put it in a tank. You can right-click on the buckets, and here it has the 2,000 millibucket internal tank. And this is what this runs off. It doesn't run off any power. And in order for it to work, so this is the conduit that's attached to my controller slave. It has one of the remote awareness upgrades. You see that I take it out. Oh, this panel doesn't see anything anymore. So you had to make 2 of those. Oops. And I thought something was broke because you can tell my texture pack doesn't actually include this area where I'm putting this piece, but it goes there. So if you're running the same texture pack, that's where it goes. Otherwise, it'll actually have a slot for it. And I had to pull myself out of my texture pack to see where it went. I was getting kind of frustrated there for a while. I was like, I built all this crap and it doesn't work. And there's nothing on the wiki. I don't know the wiki. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with it. I don't know why I want to do with it. I don't know. Like, there was no explanation. So this was all me just kind of trying to figure things out. But that's kind of cool. Gives you the option to see everything that's attached to this. Now again, if I had another, let's say I had another storage system, so like this chest, right? Let's say it was on this same, hooked up the same item conduits. If it did not have the awareness upgrade on the piece that interfaces with the chest, it won't show the inventory. So that's something to keep in mind, right? So just to go, let me disable these inputs. Right, down again, disable. You're not going to see anything that's in this chest. So item conduit doesn't show up in this chest. And again, it's because I would need to put the awareness upgrade from here to there. And now I see everything that's in this double chest here. Okay, so it's ooh. To make some really epic AE-like systems, you're gonna have to actually, put some stuff into it. But I think it'd be worth it, and it runs off this nutrient distillation, which isn't terribly hard. It's annoying, yes. Terribly hard to make, no. Especially not with what I've got going on across the way. Another thing I made is I made a resonant satchel. Now you'll notice it's enchanted, right, with holding number 4 and soulbound 1. So soulbound 1 means that when I die, it stays with me, which is kind of cool because I can store like my tools in it, stuff like that, and it always stays with me. But with holding 4, it increases the actual internal size. So if I open it up, this is what's inside that resonant satchel. It's pretty cool. This may give you a hint as to what I was doing across the way. I was out flying around, ran across a thing, and killed all of them. Didn't get a full set of armor, but I got part of the armor. Don't need this yet. I made it a little early, and I kind of ran out of diamonds in the process. Oh, excuse me. Seriously. Alright, so I did go find a couple meteorites, but unfortunately I did not find the filters. The logics and whatever. These things, the inscriber presses I need. So I have 3 of them here, but I don't have one of the basic ones. So, you know what? I said, what can I do? It'll be like an AE chest or an AE system, but not quite an AE system. That's kind of what I came up with, is the Ender IO. So it's kind of cool. There is some... Oh, why am I breaking things? Ooh. I have a power glove that's got full redstone on it. It's got full haste on it, so yeah. My shovel right now breaks it just wrecks everything I touch. That's okay. I have a sash. Alright, so one of the things I worked on, been working on the past couple of days, kind of off camera, is clearing out this space here. I worked on this a little bit last night. I've got to do the whole borders with the dark oak, which is kind of why I have dark oak in my inventory. I put the walls up in here. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the walls, but I needed to use something. I really needed to do something. It was looking kind of tacky, so I'm working on clearing like Like down here, I notice that all the walls have no dirt. Like, well, up to this point. Okay, so don't mind this. I'm probably gonna put glass over here, like I did down below. But I pulled this different stuff out of the wall, and I'm working on the floor. Kept filling up my inventory really quick. And this one here, I add a little color to. So some of these were ores, some of this was dirt and or other colored stone, and then the rest of it was cobblestone. So the red was all cobblestone, or stone, excuse me, that I mined up. I don't know, I was having fun. So this is kind of what I worked on, and this is actually kind of cool. The way this works. So I've got some essence because I'm working on getting some spawners, specific spawners. Want to spawn specific things, but also for enchantments. There's a lot of cool stuff you can use essence for. I think you can actually turn essence, if I remember correctly, turn essence into XP orbs as well. It's a lengthy process, but you can do it. But one of the things I noticed, I like getting this kind of stuff. I mean, this is kind of cool, and I need to get more chests over here because this one's already full. Good golly, Miss Molly. I'm gonna set up something. I need a trash can, that's what I need. Well, I have a semi-bottomless pit. Right. Put these in here. I need just to get rid of them. Because, I mean, I got the Rain of Fire. I don't need no stinking vanilla bows. Rain of Fire, man. Rain of Fire. One shots PN. That's all I need. Alright. So kind of bring this all back together. But this is kind of, I mean, this is leather. I mean, think about it. With the Botania, this is leather right here. Free leather. These are kind of neat. They're Thaumcraft stuff. Oh, look, zombie brains. I got tons of zombie brains. I got all these enchanted armors now, which I don't even need. I got more arrows than I could ever need. Bones, bone meal for day, ender pearls for day. I got slime balls, because it's a slime chunk, I guess. So I keep getting slimes here. This is Cursed Earth. So I did not perform a ritual, but somebody else performed a ritual. And they said, hey, Fig, if you want to come get some Cursed Earth, come on. So I found 6 Cursed Earth was still out where they performed their ritual. It was actually underwater. I was able to pull this out from underwater. So this island over here is where they performed their rituals, their sacrificing rituals for their sigils, their midnight sigil ritual. And I was able to find, and some of the dirt that was just under the surface of the water was the Cursed Earth. So I was able to mine up the Cursed Earth with my Silk Touch pick. And that's kind of why I started. I borrowed a few, and I got it going. And it's working out really well. I just got to get rid of these bows. What's involved in a trash can here? I've made a few. All right, but it's been a minute, so it's just stone, cobblestone, and a chest. That's super simple, right? I have enough. I'm gonna grab 9 because you never know. Oh, what am I doing? All right, so my rail is here, so I should take my rail back. Now I'm gonna work on trying to call this differently, so that if I call it over there and it's not there, it'll actually pull that one down, pop one up here and go, and then have like a system that will transfer carts back and forth if there's not enough carts in the one. Chest, I need to make a chest. I don't know why I can't go over here. Well, I think it's because I need inventory space. All right, put the apples there, bucket there, and the sapling stay. All right, I need to make 3 smooth stone. Sure, 4 smooth stone. That's exactly what I said. All right. So we're gonna make a chest. Doot, doot. Cobbler on the bottom, stone across the top, and we have a trash can. Great. So what I'll probably end up doing, I'm going to keep one of the bows. And I'm going to set up an item filter to throw all the bows away. And send them into the trash can, because I don't need bows. I got this Rain of Fire, look at this Joker. 66.5 hearts of damage. I mean, you're toast. Crispy white. Alright, no. Break it. Alright, great. So I need that. I'm going to need an item filter, which that's a good thing I grabbed this iron. I need a hopper. Chest with the 5 iron. And I just so happen to not have any reeds in here. Have a small sugarcane farm right here. I guess the most annoying thing to me is how it uses 4 paper. See, I need an actual AE system, but I'm poor. So yeah, the Ender IO system would be like a poor man's poor man's AE. Now I did notice that if you check it, at mod.ender.io, Ender.io actually includes dense ME conduit. So I mean, it's helping each other out, you know. Hey, it's all gravy. All right, so let's go back to the base. Ooh, I'm tired. And we're going to set bows to go to the trash. Now, what I'll probably want to end up doing is putting the armor in its own separate area. And the armor that's made of gold, you can melt down, do stuff with it like that. Alright, I don't want this to... Okay, so I'm going to say insert, but I'm going to give it a whitelist. So, shouldn't be putting anything into it just yet, right? Or I have no idea. No, okay, nothing's going into it yet. Okay, so we're going to say here, and I'm going to say ignore metadata. So it's just going to look for the item 261, which is the bow. Which that one came in before. But now what I should see is all bows should go directly to the trash can. I mean, I could do that for other items as well. But I mean, a lot of times, so spider eyes will be useful for my nutrient distillation. Bone meal's always good. String's great. Gunpowder's great. Now, I didn't kind of explain all this system. So one of the cool things about this system is this thing here called the reactant dynamo. So the reactant dynamo is really cool. So I have it hooked up to my essence system. So my mob essence. So mob essence comes out of the grinder. When it kills a mob, it creates essence. That essence gets piped up. And I have a portable tank here with 32 millibuckets of it for when I want to do enchanting on my enchanter over there. My MFR enchanter that uses the mob essence as the experience. But I've got a little bit of a stockpile, I guess you could say, because I don't really need it at the moment, which is great. So what the reactant dynamo does is it takes gunpowder and essence. Now there's multiple things that can go in here. I don't know if I'll show you recipes for this. Ooh, excuse me. But I had to look it up. I looked it up in the wiki, and it told me that it takes essence, and then it gives you so much power per millibucket of essence, and so much power per reactant. And so basically, the gunpowder is reacting with the mob essence and creating power. The great part about this is I am in a mob system where I'm not generating just a specific mob. I'm generating all sorts of mobs. You can run it off blaze powder. You can run it off TNT. I mean, you can run it off all sorts of stuff, right? But one of the things that gets spawned in my system is obviously creepers. I have all these creeper heads, right? So I have it set up with an item filter. And gunpowder gets sent first into this. If this is full, then it over goes in the chest. And so what that does is that keeps this gunpowder relatively full. This mob bets is going to stay full, and it's going to keep, and that all in turn will keep my hardened energy cell full. Now this will still run for a little while without having any power, so if I have to come jumpstart it with a bucket of mob essence into that, then I can do that as well, because it's not a in-out system where if this starts running low, it pulls from here. This is kind of like this is not really a buffer as much as it is kind of a stockpile or a backup supply. So that kind of works there. It's just a small 3x5 spawning area, so it's 15 blocks of spawning. But it's been running since yesterday. It's not chunk loaded either. Keep that in mind. No chunk loaded on this side. So it's doing it. It's producing decently. My chunk loader's still in my other base. So I'll probably end up moving it eventually. All right. So one of the things I want to do today is I want to finish out some of the trim work. So you may have kind of noticed I have a kind of recurring theme here, where this framework is going all the way down. Well, I noticed how I missed a spot here, so I'm going to go through the painful process without my cool helmet. I don't have my water breathing helmet, which makes me sad. It really does make me sad. All right. Oh gosh, darn it. Quit. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible at this. Minecraft is terrible about all that track that I have to fix. It seems like I do this all the time with Minecraft. Ah, I'm stuck. There we go. Every time I try to click on something like that, it just jacks it up. There we go. Alright, so let's retorch this joker up, because I don't need mobs spawning outside of the mob farm here. Alright. Okay, mine tracks. I have no idea what's playing in the background. Oh, that's exactly where I wanted you. Not. Alright, there we go. Bam! Fixed. Alright, so let's go back out here. I do like a little entrance here. Oh. I'm silly. Alright. Now the problem is, without my water-breathing helmet, this is going to take forever. So, bear with me. Water-breathing helmet really helped me stay underwater. Oops. For much longer periods of times than not having a water-breathing enchant on your helmet does. So, all right. So we got that. My fist works quite well at beating stuff up. All right. And you can't see the side. Great. Okay. So then we got to do one more layer, which is going to be fun. Because it's going to interfere with my track. And that's going to be the not fun part. So let's do this. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Thank you, Minecraft, for reading my mind. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, if I break that block, yeah, the door goes. No big deal. The big deal is going to be... Alright, so block that off. Break that. Okay. Did I get it? Yes, I did. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you have a roof, I learned. It will still place it. No, it won't place a door because I have water there. There we go. There's the door. I can't use quite clear glass on the carpenter's doors, so I use clear glass. And there we go. Shoo. Right, so now I gotta go under here. And there we go. I was beginning to wonder why it looked kind of funny. Looking out. Oh, I still have 2 more to go. How to do this and not cause problems. Because that's water. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Just a couple torches, no big deal. Where's my spawning area? Well, spawnable area. Now the one thing about this that I'm utilizing, that's not at all what I was trying to do, is this is dark glass from Extra Utilities. So it doesn't allow any light to pass through, which you can see that on the other side of this is where the mobs are spawning. You see it's a spawnable area for them. So you can use that in your build so you can see through it. You know what, I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to mess with it. But it also gives you kind of a cool look to it. So this is the ridiculousness of this shovel. Like, you didn't even hear that click. It was gone. Alright, I'll fix that from the outside. So stuff I see, I want to have the dark oak. Alright, let's go this way. Up over, come on. There we go. Nice. So slowly but surely, I'm getting this worked. So I'm going to work this all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and cover this in glass all the way back, kind of like I did that one to here. All in glass, all in glass. And I would do it down below, but there's not. And I could do this angle, I guess. I could clear this out a little bit, give myself some room, open it up for some glass. But, I mean, now, if I go down like this, I can't see very well. But inside of here, I can see pretty far. So that's kind of the cool part about it. And you can see my underground tramway here, how it runs. There's some different things. So if you guys don't watch the Forgecraft videos, Direwolf20 puts out Forgecraft videos for his server. Now his Forgecraft servers are normally where they test the mods. So he plays with all the mob developers, they test the mods, see how they work together, whatnot, and things go well. So they have a new season of Forgecraft 2 they just released. And in that season, they released kind of a teaser of a new item that's coming in thermal dynamics. Now, thermal expansion kind of separated into 4 mods. So you have like thermal foundations, which is a background. You have thermal dynamics. You have thermal expansion, and I think you have thermal. Hold on. All right, let's see. You have thermal dynamics, thermal expansion, and thermal foundation. Okay, so 3. Thermodynamics is all the piping, thermal expansion is the machinery, and thermal foundation is like the ore generation, the blocks, stuff like that. Some of the tools, just different things like that. Well, in the thermodynamics, this is, not the same, but they added a transport pipe for people. It's kind of cool. the beginning of the series where they talk about it was released on YouTube in the end of August. So eventually, whenever thermodynamics updates, it should have the new piece, and it looks really cool. Allows you to do teleportation, not teleportation, but you can go underwater. And so instead of having to have all this, I could just have one tunnel, and I could go there. I could have another tunnel that runs out, and you can set destinations. And so if you come from here, we can interlink all of our bases using this stuff. It's probably really expensive, but it's really cool if you think about it. The concept behind it's really cool. Not a whole lot's been done. I am actually not new to this pack. We've been playing Infinity for a while. This is, I think, our third Infinity server. Now, our Infinity pack is a little different. We run compact machines as well as a new mod that is out in alpha right now. It's called Kineticraft 2. I don't have a lot of Kineticraft stuff going on. It's not because I haven't wanted to. I've been focusing on other things. But Mengi007, I'll put a link in chat. I think I could put a link in chat. Hold on a second. I can't remember if I can put a link in chat. Is that crazy? Let me open up a window real quick. CurseForge Kineticraft 2. Alright, so I am going to put a link in chat. This is, and if you guys watching it later, check in the description box on my YouTube video. I'll link it there as well. But this is a new mod that just started. He made Kineticraft 1, and now he's upgrading. We're in the alpha stages still, and we actually have it testing on our server live. No issues interacting with things. He's building some different integration with different mods, but give it a check it out. Check the link out. Check out the mod, install it in your packs. It does work in the Infinity pack, which is a stock Infinity pack. Doesn't have any conflicts, any block ID issues. He has a couple of blocks here. This is kind of Mengi's base. You know, kinetic energy cube, kinetic generator, which I have no idea what it does because I don't know. I haven't played with it all. And then you have, does he have it? Does he have one? No, but PN does. All right, so let me go to PN's base. Bloop. Shit's a secret. Don't tell him. Secret entrance to his base. Where's it at? Oh, those are essence berries. Here we go. So this here is a gold kinetic energy core, and you use this is like you shake this around, you run around, you do your thing, and slowly this energy bar builds up until you end up with 1,000 kinetic energy. Now, kinetic energy does translate into RF, so it's he doesn't have a kinetic cube right here, does he? It's not really his power area though, so I wouldn't expect it to be there. But I know Mengi does, so I'll go back to Mengi's base real quick, and then I'll have to bring us back to Popcorns before he gets mad. Ooh. It startles me sometimes because I forget this there. Here we go. So I have this full kinetic energy cube, and then I can extract from the cube, from the core to this cube. Nope. Nope, he broke. I feel like he broke it. Unless it's hooked up to his power system and I'm just fueling something. Hold on, let me... Okay, let's pull this out. I think he had that hooked up to a system that was causing all the power to leave. Nope, nope, it's borked. So, Well, something's borked. Because this gold core is still full. And it could be this is the wrong gold core. Let's check it out. Mod.connect2. There we go. It's the same. I don't know. Okay, so he's got a bunch of different things here, and we'll end up doing a mod spotlight on the mod eventually when we get a little bit farther into alpha. But he's got a lot of cool things, and he's doing a lot of the things like you see in TE thermal expansion, where you have the different, you can upgrade these things using the different metals from thermal expansion, and such. Now the idea is to also offer the mod in a version that is independent of what mods you have installed in the pack. Oh, hey, look, it does maintain its energy once you pick it up. That's cool. Okay, so that's funny. Okay, well, he's got it hooked up to his system and it's pulling power or something. The wireless charger, maybe. I wonder if the wireless charger is interfering with this thing. Let me see. All right, Mengi. Here's a bug. The wireless charger recharges the kinetic cores. So, we're in Curse chat together. I don't have my voice chat tonight because, I don't know, it started kind of late. People are not on. So, I didn't put him in voice chat. So that's kind of a bug. That's not something that's meant to be there. But it's kind of humorous. Either way you look at it. It's like I'm making power. It's like I'm using power, but at the same time I'm recharging it. It almost seems like an endless loop. Where did my apples go? I had apples, dadgummit. Oh, stole my apples. I put them in the chest. That's what I did. All right, so there you go. But yeah, it's kind of an update. Diving in, I'm trying to dive in, trying to get more involved in testing of the mod because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't play as much as I want to. Like I'd love to come home from work and just play till I go to bed, but I have a family, so don't trust me. I'm not upset by the fact that I have a family. I love my family. My kids are awesome. My son is an avid Minecraft player. He actually follows my videos. He doesn't watch me on Twitch, but watches my YouTube videos. He gets ideas from things. I love it. I love having the time to be able to talk to him about Minecraft. And he plays modded Minecraft too, not just vanilla. So it's kind of fun. We have a lot of fun. So I wouldn't trade my kids for the world. But it really kind of hinders what I can do. So I'm trying to get to back to getting more involved after the kids go to bed, obviously. And when my wife doesn't want to spend time with me because I got to spend time with my wife. I mean, come on. I got to spend time with my wife. If I want to keep a wife, I have to spend time with my wife. Let's put it that way. If I don't want to keep the wife, then I can just ignore. But either way, I want to spend time with the wife. I want to spend time with my kids. But I want to play Minecraft. So I try to play when I can. So I apologize. I know people are looking for kind of a regular schedule of videos, and with my life the way it is, if this is all I did, if I woke up every day and I had to play video games, which by the way would be awesome. Let's not lie. then I would totally have a schedule where I could fit. I mean, it'd be a job, you know. I'd be like, oh, okay, guys, from these hours to these hours, I'm working, and then I could play. But you know, I can't do that. I have a job. I have a service that I have to provide to this country. So you know, hey, when I can, then I play Minecraft. So my goal is to play a little bit more, get a little bit more involved in making this mod, and he's really asked us to step up and help him out. So if you do go there, you do download his mod, and you're testing it out. Look, there's going to be bugs. We know it. Leave a comment. Go to that Curse Forge page that I posted in my chat, and again that I'll post down in the description. Leave a comment. Let us know. Hey, this is kind of a bug I found. Or hey, the mod does this when I think it should do this. Just give us some suggestions. You know, we can't build a mod by ourselves without the outside input. I mean, yeah, we can come up with a basis of the mod, but we can't make the mod better without that outside input. So we appreciate any and all input. Even if you just want to tell us the mod's stupid, um, you know, hey, we'll take criticism any way you get it. But sorry guys, kind of cut it short tonight. As you heard, I'm kind of tired. Work. But should be getting more Minecraft videos out this week. So keep a lookout. Make sure you hit that follow button there if you're watching me right now on Twitch. And, you know, go check out my YouTube channel. Check out, it's under my name, Christian Fagori. You can also look up Fagori in Minecraft like my son does, because he hasn't logged into his YouTube account on the computer yet. I need to take care of that so he doesn't have to do that all the time. Because he can subscribe and he doesn't have to do all that. But Fagori, Minecraft, check me out on YouTube. I tend to upload all of my modded Minecraft videos and even some vanilla. I've got some older vanilla ones on there from the Realm server, which I don't know, I may get back into a little bit. I don't know. I go through spurts of vanilla. I like modded Minecraft. But check it out. Check out my YouTube channel. Like I said, give me a subscribe to the channel there so you'll know when I post videos, and then give me a follow here on Twitch because that lets you know when I go live, and then you can get there as soon as the stream starts or as soon after as you can. We all know that it takes time. So, again, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If not, then tell me how to make it better. I mean, come on. Give me some feedback. Feedback. Feed me, Seymour. Okay, so, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great evening.